All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Offside Zone. I got another special guest for you here. I got head coach G from San Jose State Spartans. All right, so how you doing, Coach G?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's a lot better weather out here on the West Coast.
I'll bet so. I'll bet so. So no hard feelings there with Notre Dame. Just couldn't kind of come to terms there, huh?
Yeah, no hard feelings. I mean, it gets to a point where both sides, you got to agree on stuff, and it just got to the point where we were butting heads a little bit. We just couldn't get on the same page, so to say. But no hard feelings. It was a long time I spent right there in the Midwest, and I feel like I did him right. I brought him 4 natties for him. I had a lot of fun. A lot of good people come through there. A lot of great athletes. It just when your time comes, and it's my time. Be out here on the West Coast at San Jose State.
All right, so now moving on to your guys here now. Quarterback Rodney Huggins. Now he's got 5 games played. He's thrown the ball 111 times. He's completed 72% of them, 1,083 yards, 5 touchdowns. Now he's only got 1 interception on the year. You've coached a long time. Rate Rodney Huggins. Where's he at? How's he doing? What do you think of him?
Listen, there's a couple guys on this team, and I'll be completely honest. There's a couple guys on this team that hold a special place in my heart. Now listen, years ago, James Franklin. I know I'm bringing it up. I haven't really followed his career since he left Penn State. But I'll tell you what, when he left Penn State and he went to Virginia Tech, some guys followed him, and there was some harsh criticism about that. And, years later, here we are. We're talking, we're 15, 16 years after that happened. And, I tell you what, a lot of harsh criticism went through that man when players followed him from Penn State to Virginia Tech. And I'll tell you what, when players do that, they hold a special place in somebody's heart. Now, Huggins, he followed me. Now, I recruited him, and he committed to Notre Dame. And he got on campus, and I said to him, listen, you got to take a year. We're going to redshirt you. You got to take a year. You got to get into dynamics. You got to learn the plays. This kid's a runner too. I don't know if you know that, Flathead, but this kid is a runner. And when I tell you he's a runner, he is a runner.
Well, we're
I got him and I got Slade, and both of them come to me from Notre Dame. And I don't know if he's a redshirt freshman. I don't know if I can rank him too high yet. But what I can say is that kid has potential to be up there. In the quarterbacks that I've coached in my time as a coach, he's got potential to be way up there.
Well, I mean, hey, look, Rodney Huggins, just looking at the man talking, from what I know of him, from what I've seen him talk, I think he wants to be out there on the West Coast. Obviously, with him coming out there with you, that just sold the deal. Whenever Coach G went out there, he says, I'm going out there with Coach. So,
absolutely.
So now moving on to your rushing. Now, you alluded to it there in your last. Slade Lewis has 188 carries in 5 games. That poor fella better get some bionic hamstrings is all I'm saying. 1,498 yards, 8 yards average. It's just like first down. It's like big play Clay out there in Liberty. It's like a first down every time you give it to him. 21 touchdowns. And as you said, Huggins, sometimes he gets back there, he don't know what to do. He ain't sure if he wants to hand it off or take it. And sometimes he says, hell with it, I'm taking it myself. He's got 23 carries, 237 yards to his name. So, but back to Slade Lewis. Let's talk about him.
I'll tell you what, Slade Lewis. Now, you want to talk about a kid who was committed to me, and I know that sounds very selfish, but Slade Lewis. This kid, I'll tell you what, I've heard from, and I'm sorry, I've heard from Coach Elijah Deuce, and I don't want to speak out of turn here, but Deuce is down there in Miami, and he's soaking up the rays too. He likes the warm weather just like I do, trust me. And him and I have had a long discussion. We had a phone call the other night, and Slade come up. And I know you can't leave after your freshman year, and I told him that I hope he sticks around because long term, this kid's going to set some records, and I can tell you that right now. I just hope he sticks around long enough and he doesn't see money signs and think, I need to go to the money. Slade Lewis followed me from Notre Dame, too, and this kid, I tell you what, there's been some running backs that I've coached, and I don't throw this name around lightly, Flathead, but if you recall a kid by the name of Tevin Sweet.
Oh, boy.
I don't throw that name around lightly because that's the best running back I ever coached. And if I may say so, as a freshman, Slade Lewis has Tevin Sweet ability.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That doesn't sound like good news for the other team. I'm telling you right now, everybody in that Mountain West for certain had better watch out, and who knows what could happen. Who knows? Anyway, so...
And we gotta be, in the era of NIL, we gotta be a little bit careful with how we go about, handling different things. But I will say, as I alluded to there, me and my friend Elijah had a conversation, and he alluded to the fact that when the time comes that somebody is draft eligible, there's going to be some money thrown in the mix.
Oh, boy.
And just like you said about Huggins, Slade likes the warm weather. He didn't care for, again, I told him he had the red shirt. There were some guys there that, had some abilities, and he needed to take a year to learn some things, which he, as you can tell, did. And I tell you what,
he's racking them up.
Mr. Coach E2 likes what he sees and what I'm telling him about the ability of Slade Lewis.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you right now, if E2 can get a hold of him, you know as well as I do, he's going to do it. And he's going to throw the money in there to try to get him. And E2 also said he's got some hot coffee and a clay sheet waiting for you if you ever wanted it.
Well,
I know. Way too early to be talking about it.
I've heard a guy multiple times say, right now, Flathead, I'm at San Jose State till I ain't.
There you go.
And I gotta tell you, I understand. A lot of people think I took a step back. But my next game up here is against San Diego State, and they're not having a great year to start off. But I hate putting the cart before the horse. But right now we're sitting at 5-0, and if I don't know if you're a betting man, we haven't really got too in depth about that over the years. But if you are, you can take money to the bank that we're going to become bowl eligible.
Oh, boy. See, San Jose State's been a while since they've been relevant in that standpoint. I mean, and it would be just so much for that university and those fans to become bowl eligible next week against San Diego State. And you know what, Coach G? I'm just going to take you up on that. We're going to put money on the bank right now. I'll take it to the bank as soon as this show's over. I'm putting my bet towards San Jose State bowl eligible next game out, guaranteed.
I mean, you might as well. Listen, I don't mean to play favorites, but it absolutely seems that way. You talk about Rodney Huggins, you talk about Slade Lewis. One guy in the mix here two guys that were in the mix. Jeremiah DeMulling, buddy, if you want to talk about a guy who's
I'm looking at him right now.
Weather, if you want to talk about a guy who's into cold weather, that guy is from Connecticut.
I see that.
He followed me. He committed to Notre Dame, and he followed me across the country and followed me to San Jose State.
Well,
Follow that up with Vernon Davis. Now, he's a California kid, so it wasn't a hard decision for him. He was coming home. So I got these 4 guys lined up that committed. They were going to come to the middle of the Midwest, and then they followed me to San Jose State. So these guys, this group of 4, these guys are something special.
the group of 4, folks, you just heard it right there from Coach himself, and I was just getting ready to touch on these guys. The receiving, right here, Jeremiah DeMulling has 25 receptions, folks, 408 yards. That's 16 yards per reception. That is 2 touchdowns for him on the year. He has got an average of 81.6 per game, long of 45. His receiving after the catch is incredible. He has more run after catch yards. I said this about the receiver out of Liberty too. He has more rack yards than half some of these receivers in college football have as a total yardage right now. So 266 he sits at. And like I said, he's got 408 yards on the year. Vernon Davis is right behind him, 5'10", 195 pounds. He's also a redshirt freshman. Those kids, Coach, they didn't just commit to Notre Dame. They committed to you. And what I'm getting at is they committed to 4 national championships in a row. Constant presence in the college football playoffs. Constant success, constantly reaching that mountaintop right there at the brass ring every year. That's why they came with you. That's why they followed you.
I believe it. And it says something. And again, I'm all for anybody who wants to come up to the West Coast. Listen, I'm not saying that I'm the best coach there is, because if you look at the stats, that ain't true. But what I am saying is, if you commit to me, when you leave whatever school I'm at, I don't care if it's Notre Dame or San Jose State. These kids committed, and now they're coming to San Jose State. They originally committed to Notre Dame. They got 4 years. They're a redshirt their first year. All 4 of these kids came. And I told them when I met with them, if you come with me, you're going to leave a better person and a better player than you did when you came.
Yeah, absolutely. Full hearts, clear minds. That's the way it is.
Absolutely.
I know you, Coach. I've been with you a long time. I know some of the things that you coach, and I know that some of the other coaches have adopted a lot of that. Now, before we go, we got to talk about your defense here a little bit. We got to talk about Anthony Filipovic. We got to talk about his 4.5 sacks off the edge, 16 tackles, 7 for a loss, 12 solos. He is just seems like an anchor on your defense.
He is an anchor. I'll tell you what. When you look at guys, I mean, he's averaging almost a sack a game. And I told him if he wanted to be something special and he wanted to do what really needed to be done, he needed to show me something. And I tell you what, he has.
Well, that 91 acceleration off the edge is something, an 86 block shedding and hit power. This kid's got it. He's a senior, I know, but he's really got it. He's got it for what you need right now this year, so I'm happy about that. Now,
I mean, he was here. He was here when I got here, and the thing is, I told him in the locker room, I said, buddy, I kind of went back to the whole thing of, if you stay here, you're going to be better. I know I only have you for a year, but you're going to be better than you were when I got here. I can guarantee you that. And he's given me his, he's given me what I want. He's shown me a lot of stuff, and he's committed to this program. And again, I know we talk a lot about kids committing to a coach and the Power Four coming with me, as I like to call them. But this kid stayed with me when I got here, and we had a long discussion in the coach's office. He stayed here and he said, Coach, I love this school, and I'll commit to you, and I'll commit to being here.
That's awesome, Coach. I got 2 last questions for you, and then I'll let you go. I know you got a vacation coming up. You got film to study. You got things to do, and San Diego State's ass to whoop. So I got these last 2 for you. Now, 1, what do you make out of, what do you got for Parker Shorts and Liberty, and what do you think his odds are to go 5 in a row this year?
Buddy, buddy, I tell you what, we get back a long way. Parker has my number, and I'll give him that. I got that. You know, we've met on the pinnacle of the national stage for years. He's had my number. If I was a betting man, and listen, I can't do this as a head coach, but I will tell you, if I was a betting man, I'd put my money on Parker 5-peating.
Oh, buddy, I know, Flathead, that's where I'm at too. Now, one last thing. Hawk, he got in there after PJ Fleck's disaster at Liberty 70-7. They got him out of there. He's now 3 seasons deep at Kent State. He's got them somewhat relevant. What do you got to say to him?
Listen, if I have anything to say to him, it is keep grinding, because when you do that, people will come. You know, you got PJ Fleck out of there. Hawkins, who I've known before he even started as a head coach, you know, he started at a lowly school being a graduate assistant. And
I know.
when that started, he was on a radar. And the radar said, some school's going to find this guy, and some school is going to find a diamond in the rough. And, you know, it may take a couple years. You know, I know when he first got there, people didn't commit to him. People wrote him off.
Committee.
You know, there for a couple years, he had one loss, and it was to the best team in the fucking country. Excuse my language. But, you know, he got wrote off, and he had one loss to the best team in the whole world.
Right.
You know, best college team in the whole world. You know, and slightly overlooked. But if I have anything to say to him, keep grinding, because those players are coming your way, and those players will commit to you when they see someone at a school and the school making a big decision on committing to a guy and having him as their head coach. He's going to be something special.
I tell you,
State will be something special.
I tell you what, Coach, you couldn't have hit the nail more on the head. I looked at their recruiting board before his contract extension last year. He was at the end of his 3 years, and nobody was committing. Then they extended his contract, and I tell you what, they've been pulling the 4 stars in here at Kent State. I'm surprised what's going on there. I just hope Hawk stays the course. Let's see if he can get Kent State to the top of the mountain. Boy, wouldn't that be something special. 58 overall, Kent State.
You just got to give him time. He'll get there.
He'll get there. All right.
I've seen that boy on paper well before he was a head coach, and he'll get there.
Well before the North Texas State Championship. Anyways, San Jose State. You're going to get them on the map, Coach. I know it. They're already on the map. They're already going to be bowl eligible. But, I mean, we're not talking about some Xbox bowlers, whatever. We're talking about you're going to be on the map in no time flat. I know it.
Buddy, trust me, if I have anything to say with people listening to this, it's, hey, if you don't know about us now, you will know about us. And all these kids in high school, I'm not saying don't go to Liberty, don't go to Kent State. I'm not making a pitch one way or the other. But what I will say is if you like warm weather and you like playing football and you like winning games, San Jose State's the place for you.
There you go, folks. Hey, Coach, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, Flathead. Anytime. I hope you're enjoying that gift package we sent over.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Coach. I appreciate the heck out of it. Folks, that is Coach G for the Offside Zone. He's the second special guest of the evening. I hope you all have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.